I'll tell you a secret. Oh, Mary Alice, what did you do?
Secrets. We all have them.
Your measuring cup. That's not my cup.
But on Wisteria Lane,
You know what it is, don't you?
there are many that have yet to be revealed.
I think he's lying.
This thing that he's hiding, is it bad?
I think that this first year was kind of a fun intro into the community.
Wouldn't want any embarrassing family secrets getting out.
There's a lot more going on. Geez, I don't know if I can tell you.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
A knife that, retracts.
Come here, little girl. Let me practice on you.
What kind of practice? I know. You may want to actually have some padding.
Are you saying she stole the baby?
Bring in the real baby, please.
Max, I need the other baby, please. The other baby.
I still feel like something's not right.
Action!
Is that enough blood?
First of all, we can't discuss it among us because it's a mystery.
He's filming you right now.
Caught on tape.
Don't put this on camera.
Oh.
Can you come on this side, buddy? Thanks.
Secret. I'll find out what it is.
Now they know our secret.
I can walk down the street and hold my head high.
That was truly one of my favorite scenes that I think I've ever had. We got there 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was very nervous to just basically be naked in front of the crew for hours and hours and hours. And so I just opened my robe, I said, here it is, this is what it looks like. So now we've all seen it, I could not be mortified anymore. And that was kind of how we kicked off our day, and I think everybody felt at ease after that. Well, I really wanted them to be able to shoot as much as possible. So we tried on G-strings, strapless bras, bikini bottoms, bodysuits. Ultimately, all those things you ended up being able to see from the side. So we basically ended up with a little bit of gaffer's tape just right over this in the same way, sort of just to strip around that other area. Well, that was fun getting that off. Yeah, I didn't need to go get a bikini wax after that. Oh wait, that's way too personal.
Susan?
Wisteria Lane, which is Colonial Street at Universal's backlot, was originally conceived to be a series of facades, just exterior fronts, places to come and go. And then the classical way in filmmaking is you would then build the interior on stage. You walk up to the door, you cut to a stage set. The interiors, because there's a finite amount of real estate and it all has to be used in many different ways, they all have different functions. You walk through the door, for example, of Bree's house, and all of a sudden you're into the restrooms that service the street. The big confusing thing was the exterior of Bree's is one house. The interior that we used for Bree is actually the interior of Mary Alice's house. And the interior of Mary Alice's house only exists as a set on stage.
It's just a great set, it's all these great fake wisteria and fake flowers, because they always look fantastic, They never will. It's just, perfect.
And that was part of our conceptual approach from the beginning, was everything was a little heightened, everything was a little too perfect.
Oh my God! That's my house! Oh!
Well, I do have to wonder why my kitchen looks exactly the same after it blew up. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think if your kitchen blew up, you would probably change the tile.
One thing I love about Mark Cherry's writing is there are consequences. And once something is started, there has to be a payoff.
I think myself and the other writers are starting to really kind of feel our oats, and we want to dazzle some folks.
Rex dies at the end of season 1, so I expect her to be going through a lot of changes and grief and mourning, and I'm excited and interested to see where she goes.
All right, well, let me see what you got here. Okay, you failed. So I think what we need to do is look at this, because I love the stuff with Bree taking possession of Rex's body.
I think the deeper issue is she's afraid of the closure of a funeral.
Well, one of the things I've been thinking about for the first episode is, you know, the theme is chapter 2. It's new beginnings or something. That's kind of our umbrella thing. And so what's an interesting thing is she doesn't want to start another chapter of her life. She's not prepared to do so.
I could see if she's feeling the guilt over the heart attack thing, I can totally see her lashing out at the funeral home. You gave him the wrong tie. That's not the one I wanted.
She just gets into the casket and takes off the tie. She takes off the thing and she is literally in a casket retying a tie. She's kind of starting to have a breakdown. I'm sitting here wrestling with, do we have her just start to have a nervous breakdown? Or do we go straight to alcoholism?
I mean, she's been through so much in season 1 that to see her just all of a sudden snap might feel...
Well, here's what I would love to do is if she's having a nervous breakdown so that Andrew has her committed, and Andrew arranges for men to take her away in the middle of the night. I thought there would be some fun stuff there.
Another element that we thought might be cool in here is if George just seeing that, okay, now's my chance to kind of insert myself and ingratiate myself to the, you know, to the children, and it's just, he's not very good at it.
Maybe we'll ultimately go to the thing where she's dating this guy who isn't George. Andrew will seduce him. And then Andrew will make sure she sees it. That will make her just completely freak out and snap, and then Andrew do it. So Andrew is really driving that train. The first story of Bree should focus on all that stuff that happens right after someone dies. There's phone calls to be made.
If she's in manic mode, planning funeral, you keep busy.
Would she just like refuse to? She would like stay outside the morgue and.
It's tough because I think of like how my mom reacts in these crises. My mother's the ultimate lady. It's all about being proper.
Right.
Almost the lack of grief is the defining thing that
my
makes
mom
it.
makes lists when faced with crisis.
Exactly.
It's like the paper comes out, and, oh, okay, there's a lot of things that we have to do now.
I would love to see her making a list of all the things that have to be done, because then what becomes interesting about it is the kids are upset that Rex is dead and she's not there for them emotionally.
Whatever her behavior is, it's setting up the doctor's suspicions even more. Because the last time we saw him, he just became suspicious before the operation. So to actually refuse to sign the death certificate or whatever we're going to do, her behavior can
Well, maybe along with that,
about.
maybe that's where, maybe there's a fight with her and the kids where Danielle calls mom on the carpet for making the bed,
That's
you know, during the
interesting.
heart attack, and the doctor
hears.
hears this. And if the doctor suspects something, he would refuse to sign the death certificate.
Well, you don't need the death certificate signed if we're going to go have her steal the body. But at some point we have to find what is she building to with all this list and stuff. What is her moment? And I don't know what that is yet.
I think it's the moment where you see a little bit of the crack of the, you know, whether it's the tie or whether it's just something you can see that the...
Like even if she's just determined to get the house clean before the funeral, so all the women just pitch in and that you just see all these friends just pitching and cleaning and no one's talking about it. She does not want to talk about it. So their help is
That's
silent.
interesting. They've never helped Bree clean her house before. She's never probably had anyone help her clean her house before.
And instead of having her break down crying, I think she gets angry. I just think she's just livid, you know. But she should also be doing like insane cleaning, like, you know. She's got the refrigerator out, you know, like she's got people coming over for wake, and so she's pulled out the refrigerator's cleaning behind it. And they're like, you know.
She pulls out the refrigerator and it's spotless behind her.
There's like one little dust ball.
How can this be?
She turns around and slaps Susan. Stuff's starting to come out now, so I need it's my cue to get the hell out of my office.
This is Applewhite.
Alfre Woodard has joined our cast.
So exciting to have her here.
Can you quite believe that you are the new neighbor here on Wisteria Lane?
Yes, I can believe that I'm the new neighbor. It's fitting. I'm a creepy mystery. I feel like I'm up to that.
Really?
And best of all, I can keep a secret. I think that's really why I'm here.
Well, you have to in this place.
Yeah.
And everybody has a secret, so no doubt Betty Applewhite has a secret of her own.
Yes, she does.
Do you know what it is yet?
I know what my secret is. I wasn't told my secret until after I'd already shot a couple of scenes. When he told us our secret, we were like this. Oh. And I said, oh my God, I wish I'd known before we shot the other thing. He goes, oh, no, it's fine. And so when he walked away, I looked at my car and I said, You know we can't tell anyone this, right?
I hope to go darker and deeper with the characters.
People are very friendly in this neighborhood.
Yes. Yes, they are.
She's got a secret. I'm not going to talk about it.
Opens this bolt lock and pulls it open. We walk in. I put the tray, the beautiful tray, on the table. I spin it around and I say, "It really is a lovely gesture." And we walk out the door, and then this.
It's different. It's different, and we're going to have some fun with it.